KitaSean.
Hey everyone, KitaSean here, so welcome back to another Fate Grand Order video. So, as you guys know, Lost Belt Chapter 7 released, Part 2 released not too long ago, and of course we get to play with a lot of different servants in the game, and man, they're so much fun. Like, I can't wait for a lot of these servants to release. I mean, we already have seen some of these servants released already, but like, the servants that haven't released, it's crazy. We cannot wait for them to release. When are they releasing? We don't know, unfortunately. Hopefully soon. If not, most likely we can kind of expect them during anniversary, but who knows. But I wanted to talk about one specific servant today, and that servant is Kukulkan, who is obviously the Mayan version of Quetzalcoatl. So we're going to be talking about the skills and noble phantasm that we have seen in Lost Belt Chapter 7. Now, there is a possibility that they could change up the skills and the noble phantasm because they have done it before. They're probably just OP for story reasons, basically. But maybe this can also be a good idea of what we can expect when she officially releases as a playable servant. But honestly, like, her attack animations, her design is actually really cool and so on. But like, I definitely want to check out and talk about her skills, her noble phantasm, and I want to know what you guys think in the comment section below. Like, is this too OP? Do you think they're gonna nerf her a little bit? But yeah, let's go ahead and talk about all her skills, her noble phantasm. So let's go ahead and do that. So starting off with her first skill. So this is a cooldown time of 7 to 5, what we know of right now. It is a plus, and it increases the party's attack for 3 turns. What we have seen, it's supposed to be 20% max, so 10 to 20%, and it increases the party's critical attack chance resistance for 3 turns. I believe this was 20 to 30%. And then an optional skill, which is actually the interesting part. So we don't really see this in FGO, but Kukulkan has something called like an optional style, and when you press on the skill, it gives you an option. Hey, do you also want to use this skill as well? Basically what this optional skill is, it's like a 500% chance to drain 10 critical stars, so you have to add 10 critical stars, and increase your own attack for 3 turns 20 to 30%. So it's an additional buff basically. So I don't know if this is going to be some kind of new mechanic in FGO. I think it'd be really cool to see something like this, but this is obviously the first servant that we have seen that has this optional skill in the game. So I don't think it's too broken, but I do think it's a great new game mechanic, and I'm all for it if it actually is a real thing. But it'd be really cool to see Kukulkan as, you know, a servant that first gets it, and then maybe later on all the older servants could get like a buff, or again, I discussed this in a older video, maybe a 6-star rarity. Who knows? Again, we'll just have to wait and see on that, because again, Olgamari, she can AoE attack with her buster and her extra attack. So I do believe we could probably see some other new game mechanics as we go on here, and I do believe the 6-star rarity that can AoE attack and this optional skill could be that. But let's go ahead and go to her second skill. It's a 8 to 6 turn cooldown, and it's EX, and it charges one ally's MP gauge 30 to 50%, so great 50% battery. And the option is 500% chance to drain 10 critical stars, grants them evasion for 2 attacks 3 turns, and grants them ignore evasion for 3 turns. So this is huge, obviously. If the enemy has evasion on and you want to, you know, bust out the noble phantasm, all right, cool, pay the 10 stars and you know, ignore that evade, and then also put evade on yourself, and you can, you know, just dodge attacks basically. So I think that's great, amazing. and again, the evasion stays for 3 turns, and you're gonna get hit, twice basically. So this works out great in my opinion. Skill 3, 8 to 6 turn cooldown, and this is the EX as well. Grants self invincibility for 1 turn, increase own buster performance for 3 turns 20 to 30%, increase own critical damage for 3 turns 30 to 50%, and then the option skill is chance to drain 10 stars and increase own MP damage for 3 turns 20 to 30%. So obviously this would work very well with the second skill, instead of, I believe you can actually choose all the options as long as you have the stars, but this obviously works very well with the second skill because get your MP up and then increase your MP damage for 3 turns 20 to 30%, and of course because it's 3 turns, this is great for looping as well. But I actually don't know if you can loop with Kukulkan. I actually have not tried it because story mode, because story you're kind of restricted with specific servants, like they force you to go into battle with some servants, so it was kind of hard to like set up a team basically. But if she can loop, then damn, that's a crazy skill right there. Passive skills, so we have civilization creation EX, increase party's debuff success rates by 8% while self is on the field, and then we have something that we don't know what it's called, so this might be something that might change as we actually see her officially released as a playable servant. Converts own invincibility status to anti-purge defense status, gain 10 critical stars every turn, so that's huge. That helps out a lot with the optional skills. And then charges own MP gauge by 3% every turn. And then we go on to the noble phantasm, Kinich Au Impact, Last Sun Alibaba. This is an AoE, 5 hits, increase own damage against threat to humanity enemies by 50% for 1 turn. This activates before the MP hits, deal damage to all enemies because of the AoE, seals their skill for 1 turn, gain 30 critical stars, so this allows you to use all 3 skills, and then deals extra damage to enemies with Earth attribute. So obviously we get to see some specific traits that target against a specific boss in LB7, but I think still that works out, but I can kind of see this being fixed up a little bit for official release. But yeah, dude, like looking at all this, really strong. Everything works well together, especially if you have the stars. But no, Kukulkan is just super strong here. Do I think there is a possible nerf incoming when she officially releases? Yes, I do. I just don't know exactly what those nerfs is going to be. Like, maybe are they really going to get rid of that optional thing? Like, that kind of really sucks if they get rid of the option. I actually kind of like the option. It makes for more strategy. It makes the game a little bit more fun. You think a little bit more. But yeah, I mean, I love Kukulkan's personality, her design. So yes, I will be rolling for her. But I would love to actually see all this come into actual game play when she releases. Like, that'd be really awesome to see. But again, I do kind of see this getting nerfed a little bit, because I mean, this is pretty OP if you think about it, right? So yeah, that's just my opinion on Kukulkan. I think she's super OP right now in LB7, but like I do see a little bit of a nerf when she officially releases. But what do you guys think? Do you think they're gonna keep her just like this? Are they gonna nerf her? Let me know in the comment section below what you guys think. We don't know when she's releasing. A lot of us are kind of speculating that she's going to be releasing next week because, it's second week. Usually, main story, they release a new gacha a week after the release of part 1 gacha of the main story. But a lot of us are like, hey, they're releasing Valentine's Day, so But if you think about it, Valentine's Day is now releasing on the 17th. So that's 2 weeks from now. And we kind of expect a new gacha around the 7th, the 8th of February. So we still have what, like 4 or 5 days until then. So I think it makes sense. They can definitely release another gacha next week, like a part 2 gacha, and then they can release Valentine's like a week and a couple days later. I think that's completely fine. So can we expect a new gacha next week? I think it's possible. And is Kukulkan going to be in there? I think it's possible. And why do I think it's possible? I mean, we got to play her in the game, so her sprite exists. Like, so she's definitely going to be releasing sooner or later. But yeah, that's just my 2 cents on this. What do you guys think about Kukulkan? Let me know in the comment section below. Would you guys roll for her no matter what? I mean, I know I would, because I just really love her character. And I just can't wait until she releases officially. But yeah, let me know in the comment section below, and I'll let you guys discuss that as well. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Laters.